way we were doing religious behavior before all the geniuses lumped pseudological mumbo-jumbo onto it.
We think that our nearest living relatives, the chimps and the bonobos, or bonobos, however you say it, do some behavior that could become religious, if allowed to evolve a little longer. It also seems pretty likely that some hominids that failed to survive, such as Homo sapiens neanderthalensis, I think I said that right, but Neanderthals, did religious behavior. But I think that our innate religious behavior is best estimated by looking at groups of humans that currently still exist. These groups have cultures that have had relatively little influence from civilized men. A great example is the Australian Aborigines. They do religious behavior like this, sort of. 2 or 3 days of chanting and singing in unison, with a shaman, but no priest, painted or dressed in unison, and conjuring dead spirits with fire and incense, and prescribed rhythmic behavior. Ultimately, passing out and having a religious experience. An excellent example of this is the Simpsons movie. I don't know if you've seen the Simpsons movie. If you haven't, definitely run out and see it. But if you recall, when Homer had his religious experience, he was with the boob woman, and they were chanting and singing and with the incense and all that stuff. So that really was a great example of how we innately do religious behavior. The purpose is to communicate with a god or gods or dead relatives and to find some direction about what course of action should be taken. What they are likely doing is communicating with their own subconscious brain. They access information that they got from their senses, but did not process consciously. They have little trouble agreeing with themselves, and it feels, to them, like they are communicating with an external individual. You can understand how they might think that, for example, Grandpa Dadu, who is dead, told them what to do. Interestingly, the result of all this activity is that their group becomes more cohesive, and everyone feels really good. Everyone feels very connected to each other. If the advice is to attack a neighboring tribe, then the teamwork they will need to accomplish such a task has now been strengthened. That is most likely how we were doing religion 15,000 years ago. And just to recap that a tiny bit, the reason it seems like when you're talking to your own subconscious brain that you're talking to an external individual is that we're so unaware of the content of our unconscious brain that it just seems like it's somebody outside of our bodies.